Hi, I'm Dr. Nicholas Cohen, and I'm here to share with you a top 10 list of tips for childhood obesity. Childhood obesity in the United States is extremely common. 1 out of 3 children or adolescents are obese or overweight. The first thing to do is take your child to see your child's doctor, your family doctor or your pediatrician, for further evaluation. Your doctor can calculate your child's body mass index and determine if your child is overweight or obese. If your child's body mass index is between 85 and 95%, your child is considered overweight. If your child's body mass index is between 95 and 99%, your child is considered obese. And then if your child's BMI is 99% or greater, your child is considered to have severe obesity. Your doctor can also check your child's blood pressure, which can be elevated when your child is overweight or obese. And your doctor can assess for other complications that can be caused by obesity by the physical exam and by lab tests. Some of the other things that can occur with obesity are liver disease, asthma, high blood pressure, knee and back problems, as well as sleep apnea. The importance of maintaining a healthy body weight can also be emphasized during your visit to your child's doctor. Many of the reasons to be a healthy body weight in childhood are to prevent diseases in adulthood, which include diabetes, heart attacks, and some types of cancer. Your child's doctor may also send some lab tests, such as fasting insulin, fasting glucose, a lipid profile or a cholesterol panel, the ALT, which will determine if your child has liver disease from obesity, and a vitamin D level, which is a low vitamin D is associated with obesity. Your doctor can also provide you with more information about weight loss. Tip number 2 is a food log. A food log is a great way to determine where extra calories are coming into your child's diet. Food log should span 2 to 3 days and should include everything that your child eats. A food log can be very helpful also if you follow up with your doctor or see a nutritionist for further evaluation. Tip number 3 is remove from the house unhealthy foods. Keeping unhealthy foods in the house, even if it's not for your child, sets a bad example, and often it's difficult when the food is around to resist it, even if you tell your child not to eat it. So it's important, even if you sometimes splurge and have foods that are unhealthy, it's important not to keep those foods in the house, as it offers an unneeded temptation for a child who needs to lose weight. Tip number 4 is to eat 3 healthy meals each day. This definitely includes breakfast, and I recommend not eating snacks. I think it's more difficult to control the number of calories a child eats if they're snacking throughout the day. So it's important to have 3 regular meals, including breakfast, to not skip meals, and to not snack. Tip number 5 is think of each meal as a well-rounded plate. For breakfast, this is a little different. I think of a well-rounded bowl. But for lunch and dinner, think of a well-rounded plate. 1/4 of the plate should have a protein, so that's about the size of a deck of cards. That protein should be grilled or baked instead of fried. And chicken or fish is preferable to pork or beef. Also, it's important to have 2 servings of fish each week. And the best fish to choose from are trout, herring, or salmon, which are high in omega-3s and low in mercury. So 1/4 of the plate is protein. The next 1/4 of the plate is grains. Grains should be whole grain as opposed to refined or processed grains. So choose whole grain bread instead of white bread. Choose oatmeal or brown rice instead of white rice. Choose whole wheat pasta, bulgur, or barley. So 1/4 of the plate is protein, 1/4 of the plate is whole grains, and the remaining half of the plate is a combination of fruits and vegetables. Vegetables that are best are colorful and preferably dark, such as leafy greens, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, cauliflower, and broccoli. Try to limit the amount of vegetables that are starchy, such as corn or potatoes. And with each meal, make sure to have 1 serving of dairy, and this should be fat-free or 1% dairy. Children should have 2 to 3 servings of dairy each day. So having 1 serving with each meal will make this requirement. And getting dairy is an important part of a diet in order to build healthy bones. Tip number 6 is eliminate juice and soft drinks. So these are empty calories, which means just calories that don't have any nutritional value. Even 100% juice should be eliminated, and instead your child should be given fruits instead of the actual fruit instead of fruit juice. Fruit juice is just the nutritional, all of the fiber removed from the actual fruit, and it can cause an elevation in your child's sugar in their blood. So it's better to have the fruit instead of the fruit juice. So instead of sodas and juice, give your child skim milk or low-fat milk or water. Tip number 7, limit screen time to 2 hours a day. So children under 2 should not watch any television or media at all, but children older than 2 should have their screen time, which includes computer use and video games, limited to no more than, or should be limited to less than 2 hours each day. One important way to accomplish this is to keep the child's television out of their bedroom, and to realize that not only does watching television and playing video, not only does watching television mean that your child is not exercising, but it also means that in the United States, every hour of television includes 10 minutes of advertising for foods. So not only is your child not active when they're watching television, they're receiving advertisements to eat more. Tip number 8, make sure your child is exercising at least 1 hour a day. So this includes brisk walking or playing games, and any activities your child does in school counts, but your child should be getting 1 hour of exercise each day. Tip number 9, if you're having trouble with your child's weight after all of these recommendations, go back to your doctor and you can be considered for referral to special programs or to see a nutritionist. So tip number 9 is being referred to special programs for weight loss or evaluation and management by a nutritionist. Tip number 10 is to believe in yourself. As I said, obesity in childhood in the United States is extremely common, but these are effective ways to help deal with the problem, and your healthcare provider is an important resource for addressing the childhood obesity. I hope these tips have been helpful. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great day.